my gosh, guys, that's Flame. Here he comes.
Flame's story starts back in 2021 when I got this velvet picture of him. I knew this deer was going to be something special. And sure enough, he turned into a heck of a nice buck. As a mainframe 9-pointer, I didn't think he had a chance to blow into a 200-inch caliber deer. So I decided it was best if we try and hunt him. So I sent my field producer at the time, Bryce, to go in and try to hunt this buck we call Flame. He had some good sits, but never got a chance at this buck. Shortly after his sit, I got one photo that changed my entire mindset about this deer. This photo showed me a deer that had way more potential than I originally thought. I knew with one more year, this deer could be a mega giant. He just had to survive, and this wasn't going to be an easy task for him. This particular farm wasn't very big, and I had very aggressive gun hunting neighbors. Every year they do big deer drives, killing a lot of deer, including bucks. So needless to say, this was a huge risk for me letting this deer go. Now I got far and few pictures of Flame after November, but when gun season came in December, I didn't get a single picture of him again. My heart sank and I feared that he had been shot during the Iowa shotgun. I still checked cameras for the sliver of hope that he somehow survived. But December passed and it was now January and I still had no pictures of Flame. At this point, I knew he was gone and I had made peace with it. But then on January 8th, 2 days before season ended, God gave me the greatest gift of all, hope. I got this amazing photo of Flame passing through my food plot. He survived. I about fell out of my chair with gratitude and happiness. I couldn't wait to get to work on my farm. Thank God he made it. But I still had one major problem. He didn't live on me and he rarely ever daylighted. So I needed to make big habitat improvements. I needed to make a better farm so Flame would move in and call it home. So I went to work. With the harsh winter we were having, I straw baled all my south-facing slopes to increase thermal cover. When spring hit, I burned off all the old grasses and killed off a massive amount of ticks by doing so. Then I planted more grasses, increasing the farm's cover by 25%. I restructured the food plots, making them bigger to hold more tonnage of food. Finally, all the prep work was done. Summer is here, and it's time to find Flame. So I impatiently put out cameras in May, and I couldn't wait to see how big he had gotten. But then June comes, and no sign of Flame. July comes, and I'm getting some nice deer on camera, but still no sign of Flame. Then August hit, and I still hadn't got a single picture of Flame. I started doubting he survived the winter. Maybe he got hit by a car. Maybe a pack of coyotes got him. Or maybe he couldn't survive the harsh winter we had. I felt in all of his normal summer areas, I had the farm pretty well covered with cameras. Then it dawned on me. Since I restructured the farm, maybe he switched up his patterns for this year. Of course, with the summer home ranges being so small, maybe I was just a little off with my cameras. So I went and scouted. I walked around all the bean edges looking for browse pressure. That's when I saw it. Down in the bottom where I hadn't run any summer cameras, I noticed there was a ton of deer browsing and all the tops of the beans were chewed off. I got so excited and a little hope crept back in that this might be where Flame is hanging out. Here in Iowa, we can legally run feed in the summer. So I put some out and set up a camera in hopes of getting a picture of Flame. That night, my phone dinged with video at 7:52 p.m. When I opened that video, I couldn't believe my eyes. It was Flame and he was alive. He didn't just get a little bit bigger. He blew into an absolute mega Iowa giant. He was definitely over 200 inches. There wasn't a happier hunter on the planet. A flashback of all the effort and hard work from all winter and all summer hit me, and a sense of pride swept over me as I reflected on not cutting any corners, not giving up, and working my absolute tail off all year. However, over the next week, I noticed something strange about Flame. He was extremely nervous by the feed. In fact, he wouldn't even come in often at all. At first, I thought it was the feed, but then I realized it might be the trail camera. This is great. I've got a giant deer on camera who hates trail cameras. This was not going to be easy. I realized right then and there, I needed to hide each and every one of my cameras if I was going to have any chance at patterning him. Being at the tail end of summer, shortly after I got his picture, I pulled all the feed in hopes to start patterning Flame on food plots and scrapes. But once again, he disappeared. Then finally, on September 25th, he hit my mock scrape. This was the first time I saw him hardwood, and he looked even more impressive than in velvet. Unfortunately, another 2 weeks went by with no pictures or sign of him. Until finally on October 7th, I got a video of him in my food plot coming to my mock scrape. As he tilted his head up, I also noticed something else. He had busted off a huge 6 to 7 inch inline. First thing I thought was, who is big enough to challenge Flame? I would find my answer only minutes later. Another giant came into the scrape. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. All the effort and hard work of restructuring my farm is paying off way more than I could ever hope for. I could tell this buck was extremely high scoring already, but even if he was 5, I truly believe he needed 1 more year and it would be showtime for him. When I said that out loud, I chuckled. Well, that's what I'm going to call him, showtime. And showtime is getting a pass this year. Now with him daylighting on the farm, I wasted no time hunting him. So I climbed in the blind on the 8th for an evening sit.
We are back in one of my favorite farms because this farm is actually the first farm Sarah and I ever bought. We got the old bow in hand, chasing an absolute giant buck we call Flame. He's been in this plot before all last year when we let him go. This was his favorite section of the farm. We got him a little bit everywhere, but this was definitely his favorite. And then this year, you know, he has not showed up very much at all. He's been extremely nomadic. You'll hear that a lot with a lot of these big deer we chase, and that's just the way that these big deer are. They don't do a lot of the same thing twice. But this big boy was in this plot in a scrape right there last night in daylight. So it's the first time he showed up in 2.5 weeks. So we're hoping that maybe he shows up again tonight. I guess we're gonna find out because we're sitting here and we'll be here till dark. We got super high barometric pressure, a nice cold front still kind of lingering on, and it might just be enough to get him on his feet. Let's see what happens. I think it's safe to say that old Flame's not coming in. That's the way it goes. I mean, coyotes came in. At least we should be able to get out of here, you know, without spooking anything, because the coyote spooked him. But if that coyote comes down over that hill, we're gonna zap him. That is awesome. We are back in the woods for old Flame. Now, yesterday we sat at the other end of the farm. We didn't see him. And then when we checked cameras, he came right by this stand. Literally, he couldn't have been further than freaking 15 yards. And so it's a little hot today, as you guys can see. But the temperatures are dropping closer to dark, and the barometric pressure is still over 30.1, which is really high. So we're seeing some deer move. As you can see, there's a little buck in front of us. We had a little spike come through and a few does, not a whole lot, but we're hoping that maybe Flame will come back through here. Well, that's a wrap. We'll wait till another cold front comes and then we'll get right back in the blind. Well, we are back in the blind sooner than I thought. You know, we had some warm weather move in, which at 78 degrees today. There is no reason to be hunting. But what I saw on the weather app was it was going to be dropping almost 20 degrees the last hour and a half before dark. And so I thought, you know, maybe it might be enough to get him on his feet because the moon is perfect. I mean, we got a rising moon right at last light. We're hoping it'll be enough to get him on his feet. You know, we're back after Flame, and this deer is a giant, and I don't know how long he's going to be on the farm. He's super nomadic, shows up once in a while, and I just feel like with him being here, you know, a couple of days ago, that we really just needed to be here and be sitting. Oh, we got a doe coming. Boy, if that big one does that, we are going to be in business. Oh my God, he's just quartering away. It's like stick bow range. 18 yards. Oh my goodness.
After hunting 3 days in a row and having slow sits and no sign of Flame, I thought I was hunting a little too hard and not smart. Knowing there's a 200-inch deer in the county, let alone on your farm, is beyond exciting, and I realized that excitement clouded my judgment. I knew I was hunting too much. I was so obsessed with this deer, and I couldn't help myself. I took a step back and started studying the weather and reminded myself of my own philosophy. Hunt patiently aggressive. What I mean by this is be patient for the right conditions. Be patient for the cold fronts. Be patient for the high pressure systems, and be patient for the moon phases. Then when the conditions are right, then you hunt. It doesn't matter if it's a Monday afternoon and you have a meeting, or it was a Tuesday and you have to work, you have to hunt. If I wanted to kill Flame, he had to be my top priority over everything else. Agree with this or not, for some deer, this is what it takes, and this is how you get the job done. My patience would be tested as I stayed off the farm for over 2 weeks waiting for the next big cold front. It finally came on October 26th.
Well, it is October 26th. It is officially the start of my favorite time of year. Between now and like November 3rd, it is primo, and preferably now before November 1st. It's because those big bucks are hitting scrapes consistently. If you can find that scrape that buck's hitting, you're going to get a shot at that deer in daylight hours during this next 5 to 6 days if you get some cold weather. And one of those days is right now, today on October 26th. So we're going to get in the blind. We're after Flame. We're hoping that he comes in. We have yet to see him on the hoof. Let's hope tonight that changes. Wish me luck. Old hound dog going after it. She's going under the blind, people. She's so close. Oh my God, it's him. That's our boy. Oh my gosh, guys, that's Flame. Don't you go over there, buddy. Oh my God, look at that beast. He's so close. We can't open the window if we wanted to. Oh my gosh. Don't move. He is looking. Go to the watering hole, buddy. Go on. Don't. Come on. Oh my gosh. Don't jump the fence, just check everything out. Oh my gosh. He's in there making a scrape. If you, oh, he's looking. Holy cow. He just jumped the fence. Oh my gosh, guys, that's Flame. There's another nice buck right there too. Oh, so close, but that's literally exactly where the wind is blowing. An east wind of all winds is that wind. We could not open the window and shoot. It just wasn't an option, so he went to the beans. I mean, he was 30 yards. He is so incredible. What a beautiful buck. All we can hope is that he comes back. I'm like freaking out right now because I've been so close this year and just haven't got a break yet. And I mean, that was the break, baby. That was him. We just need a little help from upstairs and maybe he'll come back. Oh my God, I can see him. Oh, he's fighting this. He just jolted back to the other buck. Let me put my bow back and I'll see if I can't film with my phone for you guys behind us here. Come on. Please come back. I see 2 small bucks behind me here. Okay, I see him. I think we can open this window and I could shoot him here. Because they're just feeding over this way and the wind is blowing this way. He's just standing there, 45 yards, but there's too many trees in the way. So that's him right there.
these other bucks are kind of feeding back here. I mean, he's straight downwind. So if he comes over here, Bill, what we're gonna do, we're gonna shoot him. We're gonna reposition, open this window, shoot. Oh, my chest is like freaking pounding. I mean, unbelievable to be that close to a mega giant. Oh my God. Yep, he's coming over. Nope, he's kind of feeding out. Oh, that doe is like way out there. Okay, here you guys go. I'll give you a push. You should be able to see. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, he's coming. Yep, go ahead and get in position, Bill. Yep, it's gonna happen now. Is that window covers on it? Here he comes. Oh, I don't think this is gonna work. 51. Don't move. Oh no, he's running off. They're all running. Oh my God, they're running away. Oh my God, they're all running. Frick, what happened? I think they weren't looking at us. They were looking down there. They heard something and then they ran. Oh no. Man, it would have been tough anyways because this wall back is open. So when I open this, they'd see all the silhouette moving. It was gonna be a 50-yard shot. He's still just kind of looking. That's what sucks. Everything's gonna change. All the farmers just pulled in. They're picking all the crops today, or tonight and tomorrow. There's gonna be fresh beans everywhere. So it's gonna change the pattern and cause some issues with figuring them out, but we're running out of time, guys. We're talking October 26th. And those type of deer get the does. So he'll be locked down first. So we gotta get him before he locks on a doe, and he'll go from doe to doe until the rut's over. And then we got gun season, and I got neighbors that love to sit on the fence. And I can't blame them. It's a good spot. And so, man.
Seeing Flame for the first time in person was a jaw-dropping experience and a memory I'll cherish forever. Truly a mega giant of mega giant whitetails. That frame is just not something you see many times in your life, and my obsession for Flame grew to an unhealthy level. He was all I could think about. All day long I pondered my next moves, and at night I would constantly have dreams of him. To say I was obsessed was an understatement, but I stuck to my plan, being patiently aggressive. Again, another cold front was moving in on November 1st. It was a Tuesday, and I had to work.
Okay, so this is actually the spot where we start sealing the top of this.
But I took off and headed to the woods.
Well, it is November 1st, and I cannot help but to go back to 2019 because today is the day I shot Lightning. My second 200, he went 201 and 7/8. He was a beast. Let's jump into that hunt, and then we'll talk about where we are. Now this year, November 1st is a lot different. As you can see, it is hot. We're talking 77 degrees today, historical high temperatures. But November 1st, we're after big bucks. Today, we're specifically after Flame. And this deer is one of those bucks I've just got to put the time in because he's nomadic. He'll be gone off the farm, randomly show up. Sometimes he shows up in daylight, sometimes he's not. And I'm just trying to get him killed before he locks down on a doe. So we're up here where I've got the most pictures of him in this plot, and we're just baking away in the blind and hope that we score an old Flame. So let's hope we have the same luck that we did back in 2019 on November 1st. Let's see how it plays out. Oh my God, he showed up. He's just too far. Flame showed up. He's just behind us. He's freaking all those does. He's going right to him. Oh my gosh. I think there's a freaking 200-inch deer just right there, and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm heartbroken and so excited all at the same time. Dude, we could shot him out of the truck. Yeah, he's gone right over the hill. Well, as you guys saw, old Flame came in. He just didn't come in close enough. He was behind us in the bean field. That happened to us twice. And it's picked now, you know, but the farmer just picked it, so there's a lot of loose grain around. And he is just all over it with those does. So we thought, you know, with it being hot, he'd want the more moisture with the green and the watering hole and the scrape, but all the girls were in the beans, so that's where he ended up. So we're gonna get back after him as soon as possible. See if we can't close the deal on Old Flame. We're getting close.
Seeing him again was amazing, but it left me feeling more frustrated than excited. The rut was here, and I personally hated the rut. It is so incredibly difficult to target one buck during the rut, especially these old big ones. During this time, I find them going from doe to doe and staying locked down more than chasing. It's nearly impossible to pattern them. Truthfully, I felt I wasn't any closer today than I was when I started.
Well, good morning, guys. It is November 2nd, and we are sitting in the same blind we've been after Flame.
Every hunt, I was hoping to put another piece of the puzzle in place, giving me insight for my next move. But there was just no pattern to follow. Flame never did the same thing twice. Now that the rut was full swing, I knew for the next 2 weeks my chances were slim at seeing him.
November 13th, and we are still after Flame. Wish me luck, guys. We're still going hard November 15th, and I haven't punched a tag yet this year. I'm fine with. You know, I passed a lot of really good deer. I'm after one specific deer, Flame. And it's hard when they're that smart and that nomadic. It just makes your season more difficult. So I got less than 8 days before I am in real trouble, because after 8 days, I got to fly home to Ohio to see the old fam and see everybody for Thanksgiving. And then gun season comes in right after Thanksgiving here in Iowa, and I don't gun hunt.
Unfortunately, I was right. He locked down with doe after doe, and I rarely got any pictures of him. In the back of my mind, all I was thinking about is how gun season is closing in fast and I'm running out of time. But finally, the rut was slowing down and most of the does got bred. Now I was hoping he would start back on food, or at least checking the food sources for the last hot doe of the year. My chance was coming, as the forecast showed an entire week ahead of us with really cold weather, and this week started on November 18th.
12:55. We got in the blind super early, and clearly that was the right call. The bucks are already on their feet. You know, he probably hasn't left his feet, to be honest. So we are back on the same farm after the same deer, as you guys have heard and seen all season long. We are after Flame, and it is one of the coldest days of the year. I think it is the coldest day of the year. I think it was down to 15 degrees right now. So we're bundled up, and you're like, why on earth are you sitting on a green patch with this cold? Why aren't you sitting on your grain patch? We got a picture of him with does down in the clover plot not far from here. But it was in the middle of the night. Everything in me says I should be sitting over the grain, but my gut tells me I should be sitting here. And sometimes you gotta go with your gut. So we'll see if the old gut was right. Let's see what happens. Wow. Clean 10-pointer. Whoa. That is a giant. Look at that. 41 yards. Oh my goodness.
You know, growing up, it took me 10 years of hunting before I finally killed a buck over 130. So passing a deer like this is not easy for me. But shooting another deer on this farm before Flame was not an option either, because you never know when you'll get your chance. So I wasn't going to take the risk.
Oh my God, it's him. It's Flame. Whoa, where did he come from? Dude, he's like 100 yards away. It's him. Yeah, it's him. Dude, holy smokes.
I think his dude just went out there.
I mean, he's just chilling on that hilltop.
Wow.
Oh, Lord, give me a chance. he ends up in here, he very well could just like come straight through this hilltop. Yeah. Oh my God, he's on his feet, guys. This is so freaking awesome. Well, we got about 15 minutes of legal light left and no sign of flame. So pretty sure that he just went and made a circle around and went down to the bottom. So that's the way it goes. You know, you just got to be grateful to see a deer of that caliber and to have an opportunity to be able to hunt on a farm with a deer like that lives on it, let alone your own farm that you've cultivated and designed. And a deer like that calls this place home. I mean, that's amazing. In single digits, it's going, and get back in the blind tomorrow. Wish me luck.
With this long string of cold fronts, I thought it would be best if we hunted our standing beans. This was our last hope. My access is perfect here. I can hunt this many days in a row, which is key for late season. But time is ticking and gun season is closing in fast.
Well, it is November 19th, just after 4 o'clock, and we are just now seeing our first deer of the day. We got in super early, but like you guys saw on the way in, I mean, it is really cold. It doesn't look that cold because we're in a blind, but I'm telling you guys, it's in single digits right now with that wind chill. We're just hoping for the right deer to come out now. It's just a matter of if we have enough time. So wish me luck. We are after flame. Flame's the only deer. Any other deer comes in, no matter how big we're not, it's all or nothing. An old flame, and this time of year it is incredibly difficult to hone in on one buck. Let's hope it actually happens for us. Let's see how it unfolds for the rest of the hunt. There's a bunch of deer that just came out on that hilltop. There's a big deer. See, I can't see his rack real well, but right there on that hillside in the middle, dude, that's a giant. Dude, that's gotta be him. Oh my God, it's him. It's Flame. What in the world? He's like over by where we parked. He's coming. This sun, we just have to be real careful with this glare coming in. Holy smokes, guys. A lot of the does he's with is like, but he's coming down. There he is, see him? Oh my God, what a monster. I mean, his frame is so impressive. I mean, they're eating and cut beans. Oh my gosh. He's coming down. He's just going down to the right, going behind us here. I think he's just cruising, looking for a hot doe. I just thought, man, if you're a buck looking for does, the standing grain plot's the place to be. So I'm really proud of the decision we made. We're seeing him. That's cool. The does he's with is coming down right to us. He just left the entire herd and went down to our right. So I'm just hoping that he'll just pop out right in bow range and we're gonna get a shot at a deer of my dreams. How cool is this? I've seen that deer on the hoof so many times. I mean, it's incredible. Oh yeah, he's coming. I don't think it's Flame. I think it's a different deer. I could just see him through the trees. There he comes. What a beautiful deer, my goodness. This big old mainframe 6x5, but, oh, wow. 39 yards. Just a gorgeous deer, my goodness. You know, his body, I mean, I just hope he's 4. I mean, if he is 4, that's a 200 we're staring at. He's just not old enough yet. Wow, look at that deer from the back. Wow. I know what you're all thinking. Josh, you're an idiot. I can't believe you passed that deer. Well, right now as I look at him run over the hill, I unfortunately agree with you because that is just insane. That deer very easily could get killed by the neighbor. This isn't a big farm, and that neighbor could smoke him opening day gun season, and I still won't have any regrets because one rule that I live by in the woods is you always bet on the deer. Yeah, the neighbor could kill him, but you can't control that. The one thing you can do is what you control, or what you shoot and don't shoot. So let him go. He's got a chance to go 200. We're gonna see if he can do it. Well, we are out of legal light, which is weird. I mean, the sun's still going down and we got a lot of shooting light left, but not legal light, so the hunt's over. It's one of those deals, man. We just didn't catch the break we needed to. I mean, seeing him up there in the field and every deer he was with, you know, came into the beans and they all worked into bow range, and he was the only one that didn't. Let you know we're working with a master, and he is either super lucky or very wise or maybe both.
All of his does moved in and he stayed away. All the other bucks would move in and he leaves. This just doesn't make any sense. How can a deer, without seeing me, without smelling me, and without hearing me, know I'm here? How is this possible? The only explanation is he has an incredible sixth sense.
November 21st. We are back after flame, doing a little high stress practice here before we get out. I'm gonna shoot right towards the truck, right to the window, and hopefully hit my target. Again, I like doing this. This is it. Today's the day if I'm gonna get it done. I mean, I leave for Thanksgiving tomorrow and we're gone for quite a few days. And then we get back, we only have a few days before gun season comes in. So I was like praying to God that today was gonna be the day. It's a good sign. Let's hope flame's close by. Jeez. That's that mammoth 10-pointer. Holy smokes, look at this buck. What a beast. I mean, it just does not do him justice. Holy smokes. 28 yards, broadside, legs stretched forward. I mean, you can't ask for much better than that. But it's flame or nothing, boys. It's crazy. If younger me could see me passing these deer up right now, he'd lose his mind.
Sadly, in Iowa, we can't bow hunt during gun season. Even if we buy a gun tag, I have to use a gun. I cannot use a bow. Since I only bow hunt, gun hunting any deer, even one this big, isn't an option. So I had to get this done before shotgun started. Extreme stress began to set in as I felt outmatched and out of time. Gun season is now only 5 days away, and if I don't get him before it starts, there's little to no chance I'm getting him at all.
Well, it's November 28th, and as you guys can see, I got my camera guy back. So it's pretty awesome, pretty excited. We're putting it in. I told you guys we're hunting every single day till gun season to try to get it done on flame. Today is no different. So I will see you guys in the blind. Let's hope today is the day. Yeah, we literally just got into the blind here, and a doe's already came right over the hill. Let's get ready. Oh, dude, I see a buck.
He's right here too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, coming out of the trail.
The one I just saw that's over here is a giant, and so is this one. Holy crap, dude, it's not even like 4 o'clock right now. What is going on right now? I want to see what deer this is. Oh, it's the 6x6, that giant. Dude, freaking beasts are out. God doesn't make them that beautiful very often, I can tell you that. Oh yeah, dude, it's the giant 10. Oh, I love this buck. Oh geez, dude, there's deer over here to our right too. 3 deer that came out to our right. Dude, we've got deer coming out of everywhere.
I cannot believe the sit we are having.
Let's go, baby.
There must be a hot doe here because every mature buck on the farm is in front of us. except Flame. If he's close, a hot doe might be that one factor that would cause him to make his first mistake.
Man, what an evening has it been. Again, on paper, it's November 28th, 50 degrees. Like, no reason for deer to be moving. But we had a long string of cold weather. Frozen water, frozen everything. We've had a few good days in a row. And they're kind of like people, this day is warm on paper, but they've been cold. And so this has been really nice, I think, for them. They're kind of getting up, moving around because they feel good. And we're seeing a ton of deer, even though the moon's not great and the barometric pressure isn't great. But man, we're having a ton of buck movement. We've seen like 5 or 6 bucks. This is so cool. I mean, this is pretty awesome. What a set. Great day to be in the woods, man. I'll tell you, anytime you get to hunt, it's just a great day. Yeah, all these deer are all looking back at this corner. They see something for sure. Oh, this guy's looking back in this corner now too. Whatever those deer see, these does are starting to move off. Oh wow, look at that. Look at him. Dude, that's like stick bow range. If I had my stick bow, freaking Smoke City.
Wait, big deer right here.
Oh my God, he's right here. Are you kidding me? That's Flame. Okay, there's nothing we could do. There's nothing we could do. His tail's down. He's chasing that doe. Oh, he didn't spook him. Man.
Come out of nowhere.
He came chasing this doe. We just had Flame come running by in recurve range, but they just started all chasing this doe. This big buck started chasing this doe. Everyone chased this doe, including Flame. He just came out of nowhere. He must have been right there. And his tail was down when he was chasing. So they might run that deer back into this bean field. I just can't believe that. Finally got him into bow range. Oh, wait, here we go. This doe that looks like she was getting pushed just came back out. He's back. Okay. All right, there he is. He's downwind right now. He's 52. We're gonna let him work out in front of us. See if you can get him through there. All right, he's getting further away. Okay. 54. Don't you do it. All right, here we go. Good. Frickin' dropped him. Oh my God. Get another arrow in him. We just shot Flame, boys. Holy smokes. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna pop down. My yardage might be just a tick off. Oh, it was, okay. Here we go. Smoked him. Oh my God, boys. We just bowed it off. Oh my God. We did it. I cannot believe that. November 28th. We're gonna shut this window, not make any noise. Let him go in peace. I just shot my #1 target deer of the year, boys. I am so excited. I've never hunted harder in my entire life, ever. Finally, November 28th, baby. I just got him. 54 yards and dropped him in his tracks. You know, maybe I hit him a little high, dropped him. I felt good about the shot execution, but it spined him, and we within seconds got another arrow in him. Yes, you've seen the deer we've passed this year. It's been unbelievable, and my dad and my grandpa Bowmar is burning it into my brain. What they've always said growing up is you can't kill a great buck if you always kill the good bucks first. And I've passed some unbelievable bucks. I mean, you guys are looking at these. These are not good bucks. These are also great bucks that we've been passing to get the mega giant. And we just did it, boys. Yeah. He's down. All right, I've got to call Sarah. She's gonna freaking freak out. Here we go, baby. This call she's been waiting for.
Hello?
Sarah,
What?
I shot him.
No, you didn't.
I got flame.
Oh my god. Oh, that's amazing.
I know. Oh,
Oh my god.
So-
Tell me.
so much work has went into this, and I just want to thank you so much for putting up with this level of effort and dedication that I've had to put in this year. Thank you.
It's okay. That's so awesome. I'm so happy for you.
Thanks, honey. No one knows how hard I've worked more than you.
I know. Okay.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
What do you guys say we go put our hands on flame? Oh my God, guys. Oh my God. Let me get these arrows out of him. Oh, that was a freaking lung hit. Holy smokes. Oh my God, guys. Look at this giant. Oh, we freaking did it. I can't believe I'm holding this deer right now. Just a beast. So much mass. Like, you guys can't even comprehend how much mass this deer has. I mean, can you see this mass? I mean, guys, this is just crazy. Well, I'm gonna get my tag on him. I already notched it. I'm just soaking this up, guys. I mean, just an absolute monster. I mean, just so big. I'm just so grateful. Well, we're gonna get him out tomorrow morning for a real proper closer for the biggest buck of 2022, my #1 target. Thank you, old boy. Thank you. Well, we got him out this morning to get better pictures and video of him. And oh my gosh, does he not disappoint. You know, we officially got a tape on him last night, and I am proud to say that he has went over 200 inches. This is my 5th 200, and all shot on our own ground, on our own dirt, that Sarah and I work incredibly hard on all year. You know, if you guys follow us on social media, whether that's TikTok or Instagram, we post a lot of the daily grind on there. And that's the best way to be able to see all the effort that goes into growing these giant deer. But the real story with this guy was just passing him last year, but also passing really big deer this year. I mean, as you guys have seen from this episode, we have passed some unbelievable bucks. I mean, deer growing up, I would have dreamed about. But honestly, it was flame or nothing. And so I put all my effort and resources into hunting flame. I hunted that farm every single day that I could. And honestly, I was running out of time. You know, with gun season right around the corner. You know, it comes in December 3rd. And in Iowa, we're not allowed to bow hunt during gun season. So I wouldn't be able to step foot back on my farm until both gun seasons are over. So we're talking like not till like the 18th. So it's pretty incredible that we got it done before gun season, and we punched the tag on an absolute massive monster deer. And guys, I hope that the video showcases just how special this deer really is, the amount of mass that he has. I mean,
all the way out here, just out of curiosity, I even measured right here, it's over 5.5 inches out here. We're talking an insane amount of mass, way over 40 inches of mass, 12+ inch tines. I mean, just an absolute Megatron of a buck. And I'm just so grateful that this old boy got another year in of breeding, because it's post-rut, and this big beast definitely planted some more seeds on the farm. And I'm sure maybe 5-6 years from now, we'll be hunting another flame on that same farm. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You know, it's a great way to say thank you to Sarah and I. And on behalf of the entire Bowmar family, we just want to say thank you for supporting us and watching our content. We really appreciate it.